In a quaint neighborhood in Chicago, Illinois, there was a small bakery called Morning Glory Bakes. The smell of freshly baked bread, cinnamon rolls, and chocolate chip cookies drifted down the street each morning, drawing people from blocks away. The bakery was run by Edith Reynolds, an 83-year-old woman with soft gray curls and kind eyes that twinkled behind her round glasses. She had been baking in that little shop for over 50 years, and everyone in the neighborhood knew her. Not just by sight, but by name. Edith had a special gift. She remembered everything about her customers, their favorite pastries, allergies, birthdays, and even small details about their lives. If someone came in looking sad, she would offer an extra cookie with a comforting word. If someone had a big day ahead, she would prepare their favorite treat without them asking. One chilly morning, a young man named David walked into the bakery. He looked nervous, shuffling his feet, and avoided eye contact. "Good morning, David," Edith said cheerfully, even though she had never met him before. David froze. How do you know my name?" Edith laughed warmly. "Honey, I don't forget a name. Now, tell me, how are you feeling this morning?" David hesitated, then sighed.
"I'm worried.
"Today's my first day at a new job, and I don't know anyone there." Edith nodded knowingly.
Nerve.
"I understand. Here, take this." She handed him a warm, freshly baked cinnamon roll. "This always helps me when I'm nervous." David took a bite and immediately felt comforted. It wasn't just the sweetness, it was the warmth, the kindness, the feeling that someone cared. "Thank you," he said, smiling for the first time that morning. Over the next few weeks, David returned to the bakery often. Edith never forgot a detail, always asking about his work, offering encouragement, and sometimes slipping little notes inside his bag of pastries. "You've got this," or "Smile, it suits you." But Edith's magic wasn't limited to one person. She quietly impacted the whole community. Children loved stopping by for a cookie after school. Seniors came to chat and laugh with her. Even the delivery drivers looked forward to seeing her smile. One day, a local reporter visited the bakery. "Edith," he said, "you've been baking here for decades. How do you remember so many details about so many people?" Edith smiled softly.
"It's simple," she said.
"I listen. People talk, share their stories, their worries, their joys. I don't just make pastries, I make connections. And when you care about people, it's impossible to forget them." The reporter was impressed. "You've touched countless lives, Edith. You're more than a baker." "I know," she said, laughing gently. "I just like to see people happy. Sometimes, a cookie is all it takes to brighten someone's day." Years passed, and Edith continued her daily routine. She woke up early, baked with care, and greeted every customer with warmth. The bakery remained a cornerstone of the neighborhood, not just for its delicious pastries, but for the love and attention Edith put into every loaf and every smile. Even when Edith grew frail and could no longer stand for hours at the oven, she still visited the bakery, sitting by the window, watching people come and go, and handing out small treats to those who needed a little extra kindness. In a world that often felt rushed and impersonal, Edith Reynolds reminded everyone that small acts of care, listening, remembering, sharing kindness, could make a lasting difference. And in that little bakery on the corner, each loaf, each cookie, each cinnamon roll carried a simple truth. Love, attention, and human connection are the sweetest ingredients of all.